Hello. Welcome back to my channel. So today's look is what I like to call a daytime glam look. So we're keeping the colors light and bright, but we're still trying to jazz it up because we want to look a little bit more glam than we normally do. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started. I'll be using the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, and this is by far my favorite primer right now. I love the texture, it's so smooth and it creates a great canvas for my foundation. Next, I'll be using the Clinique Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup Foundation with my favorite Morphe M439 foundation brush. And I'll be putting on 2 layers of foundation today because I wanted a more full coverage look. So that's what I'm going to be doing. This is a really great foundation. I love that it's almost flawless when it comes to matching my skin. It has a very nice texture to it, and it definitely is pretty oil-free and keeps me matte for the most of the day. So kind of lives up to its name. Next, I'll be setting my foundation with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder, and I'll be using the e.l.f. powder brush to smooth that powder all over my face. Remember that you always want to set your foundation so that we can make sure that the foundation doesn't move and budge throughout the day. Next is concealer, so I'll be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer. And when you're putting your concealer on, don't be afraid to, just go a little wild. Put a whole bunch on there because we're going to blend it out anyway with our sponge. So I like to put concealer in the areas where I do not want my face to crease, and also where I do not want my face to pick up a lot of shine. So I definitely have oily skin in my T-zone area, so I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to damp it up, which you did not see me do, and I'm going to blend in that concealer. And so if you put on too much concealer, don't worry about it, especially if you use a sponge, because the sponge will pick up any excess concealer that you do have on your face. And what I like to do is I like to use my concealer as a primer for my eyes before putting on my eyeshadow, excuse me. So you'll see me running my sponge over my eye, and what I'm doing is I'm just taking any excess concealer and putting it over my eyelid. So we're gonna blend out under our eye, our nose, our forehead, and our chin area, everywhere that you put concealer. And then to make sure that I get any concealer in any creases that I have, I'll smile and just blend out the concealer under my eye that way to make sure I get all the concealer out any possible creases. Next, I'm going to take my NYC Smooth Skin Loose Powder and we're going to bake. So I'm going to put a good amount of loose powder under my eye and on my chin to make sure that we just lock in that concealer, and so this won't move. So next I'm going to do just a light contour, and I love this contour palette. So I'm going to take this particular color, it doesn't really have a name, and I'm going to take my contour brush, and like I said, just do a light contour, nothing too heavy. This is a daytime look, so I'm not trying to just make everything really sharp today, just giving a little bit of definition to my face. So I'm going to run this powder along my cheeks, my jawline, and then across my forehead. Okay, so I'm going to take my e.l.f. powder brush and then dust off the excess powder. And you want to remember to make sure that you get all of that powder off, because if you leave on too much, when you go to take a picture, you'll see the white cast from the powder. And then I felt like my chin was just a little too light, so I go in with my Maybelline powder just to darken that area up a little bit. So I'm taking my Morphe 35O palette, so pretty, and my Morphe M441 brush, and those 2 colors that I pointed out to you. Morphe eyeshadows in the palette don't have any names, so that's why I pointed them out to you. And I'm just going to start building up the mixture of those 2 colors into the crease of my eye and into and also on the outer eye area. Next, I'm going to take this icy pinkish color and I'm going to put that all over my eyelid. And what I love about Morphe shadows, not all of them, but for the most part, a good amount of them, you don't have to spray with maybe your Max Fix Plus to get them to look foiled. They just are so pigmented. So for this one, I didn't spray my shadow brush or anything. I just packed on the color onto my brush and just put it on my eyelid. And I'm using the Morphe M204 brush to put this on my eyelid. And of course you want to blend out any harsh lines. And then I'll take this color and that color and we're going to smudge out the lower lash line. Just try to make it a little smoky, but not too smoky, because remember this is a daytime look, so we still want the eyes to be a little bit bright, not as dark as we would if this were a nighttime look. And then I'll take that icy pink color again and just pop that into the inner corner of our eyelids just to try to brighten up the eye just a little bit more. So now I'm going to use the LA Girl eyeliner pencil in white. And the reason why I'm using the color white is because I want to keep the eyes nice and bright and open. So using a white eyeliner pencil will definitely give us that look compared to using a black eyeliner pencil. Next, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Mineral Eyeliner Pencil in the color black. So we're going to put on false lashes today because we're going for a glam look. So anytime you want to put on false lashes, it's great to line the tight line of your eye with a black eyeliner pencil just to keep that area nice and black. And then when you're done doing that, we're going to take some mascara and just put a light coat of mascara on our lashes. Once again, we're putting on false lashes, so we want to make sure that our lashes blend well with the falsies. And one way of doing that is to make sure that you line your lashes with a nice coat of mascara. So quick tip, if you ever get mascara on your face while you're putting on mascara, let it dry for about a minute or so, take a Q-tip, and it'll rub right on off. So I put on false lashes and eyeliner. I didn't record it because these two steps take me forever to do, and so I figured I'd not bore you with all of those long details. If you don't want to put on lashes, you don't have to, but if you'd like to put on lashes, by all means, go ahead and do so. In this step, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder in the color Chocolate, and I am filling in my brows. And then I'll be cleaning my brows up with just a little bit of concealer. And you can use any concealer that you have. Next, I'll be using the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel just to keep my brow hairs in place. And next, I'll be putting on blush by Wet n Wild called Pearlescent Pink, and it's so pretty. I used it for the first time today. I'll be using the Morphe E4 blush brush, and then I'll be adding a highlight with the Morphe M310 fan brush. And the highlight that I'm using is by Ofra Cosmetics called You Do You. It is so pretty and it's so golden. It works perfect for this look. Moving on to, not moving on because I'll be highlighting my nose and my Cupid's bow. Then we're moving on to lips. I'll be using the NYX lip liner. I think this is in the color Beige. And then I'll be using the lipstick by MAC called Redhead, Real Redhead, I believe. I'll link it down below. So pretty, I love this color. And after lips, we are done.